Very good morning to our respected teacher, Madam Diana. Today, my group and I will be present about the reconciliation ecology using protected areas to secure crop genetic diversity. Is the team members of our group, which consists of 3 members, which are me, Liz Felicia Anak Mimit, Wilmelina Jonas, and Muhammad Itisham bin Roslan.
The importance of treasured natural resources in Sabah first become an attraction for tourists, either domestic tourists or international tourists. The artifacts held in Sabah Museum, for example, are unique and have nothing in common with other museums. This captives the attention of travelers that wish to visit. It gives travelers with a wealth of new information as well as the wow factor of Sabah itself. Second, the custom practiced by the ancestor are very important treasures to show the identity of a race. As we all know, Sabah is home to several tribes. The uniqueness of these races become the self-identity of a tribe. The slide includes a photo of Antanom, a warrior from the Murut tribe, and an image of a skull retrieved by the Kadazan Dusun from the activity called Mengayau. Next, the importance of treasure of natural resources in Sabah is maintaining the artistic and aesthetic value. Below are some pictures of Sabah treasures that hold thousands of racial and ethnic stories in Sabah. The storytelling of these artifacts enhances the aesthetic and artistic nature of these treasures. We move on to the importance of established Tagal Hutan. In helping to conserve biodiversity and traditional knowledge, Tagal Hutan is an effective management tool for conserving and protecting the forest. The importance conserving and protecting the forest is also about maintaining the health of our planet. Uncontrolled deforestation and pollution damage the environment. Forest, it provides clean air, water, home to wild animals, and contain resources that we consume every day. Tagal Hutan also can become a tourist attraction and generate income for the village community. We can see from the example of Tagal Sungai, which have been practiced in most areas in Sabah, these places have become the focus of tourists with their own uniqueness. It is hoped that the Tagal Hutan can also attract tourists to come. Indirectly, the community in the area can generate income from the Tagal Hutan itself if it can attract tourists. Lastly, Tagal Hutan can help preserving wild flora that can be utilized to make traditional medications. Like the people from the past, some people now, especially those who still live in remote areas, depend on traditional medicines that can be found in the forest. Most of these herbs and medicines need the right environment condition to grow widely. Some photos from the Tagal Hutan Kulu are included in the presentation.
I will talk about the importance of establishing river banks. The first one is to conserve biodiversity. The important is to restoring natural functions. Fish and other aquatic species depend on natural groundwater flows in riverbank habitats and habitat connectivity in the larger environment to survive. Additionally, encouraging biological filtration processes that help produce clean water are natural water flows, both for human usage and for animals, so this is significant. The second one is climate change adaptation. This is because climate change adaptation may have an effect on aquatic biodiversity by decreasing flows, lengthening dry and wet spells, and warming rivers. There are few ways that can help support the adaptation of biodiversity in several ways, such as the first one, repair and control realignment of upstream wetland areas to help enhance water storage, planting of trees in the riparian zone to offer shade and cool the water, the elimination of barriers to improve connection and make habitat accessible for migratory fish upstream or downstream. To conserve traditional knowledge, there are few important such as identify the criteria to measure the current level of ecological services, biodiversity, and cultural well-being. The next one is set several thresholds to encourage various levels of management activities to reverse the reduction in biodiversity. And the third one is set goals and achieve them in accordance with the rate of recovery. I will continue with the efforts of the local community in conserving and controlling the natural resources. The first one is by practicing recycling, initiate waste segregation program, promote sustainable farming, conserve energy at home, use renewable energy, educate others, choose reusable goods, and organize community. I will pass the presentation to the next presenter.
There are many importance of mangrove conservation. The first one is reduce coastal erosion and stabilize the coastline. The second one, serving as a nursery habitat for numerous commercial fish and shellfish. The third one is preserve the purity of water by filtering out nutrients and pollutant. And the last one, reduce global warming because mangrove soils are carbon sinks and can store a lot of carbon and prevent it from escaping into the atmosphere. The biological diversity that exists at KK Wetland Center, such as for the plant species Lumnitzeira resmosa, known as Torontum putih, Bruguera cylindrica, known as Berus putih, Sonarachia alba, known as perpat, and Rhizophora mucronata, known as bakau kurap. For animal species, there are Treron vernans, known as punai gading, Emoya atrocostata, known as bengkarong, Cerberus rhynchops, known as ular bakau, and Nasarius jacksonianus, known as brongon. There are 4 main types mangrove plants that exist at KK Wetland Center, such as first one is genus Rhizophora, family Rhizophoraceae, and the order is Malpighiales. The second one is genus Sonarachia, subfamily Sonarachioidae, family Litraceae, and the order Myrtales. The third one is genus Avicennia, subfamily Avicenioidae, family Acanthaceae, and the order Lamiales. And the last one is genus Bruguera, family Rhizophoraceae, and order Malpighiales.
That's all for our presentation and video today. Thank you for watching.